Are you a lawn care contractor or a lawn care business, running a lawn care business? There is a difference. One can make you a lot of money, the other can give you a great lifestyle. G'day viewers, Jeff from McPhee's Gardening, Melbourne, Australia. Understanding the difference between a lawn mowing contractor and a lawn mowing business is crucial in the direction you need to take along your journey. Now, both have got some great advantages, and in this video we'll talk about that, and we'll talk about the disadvantages as well. If I started again, I'll let you know later on the way I would have gone had I had my time over again. A lawn mowing contractor is one that operates, he does everything himself. He or she does everything themselves. They do all the on-tour work, they do the book work, they do the quotes, they do everything. They might employ staff, all the staff report to them, they control everything. A lawn mowing business is different and it has a system. It has systems where you work off the tools perhaps. You get to a stage where you can leave the business and it still operates because you have staff. You have people to look after your HR and your accountancy and your admin side. You may even have supervisor looking after your work crews. Now, both have got their advantages and both have got some big disadvantages. I would say probably most people watching this YouTube today, and I would say most lawn and gardening people around the world would all be regarded as a contractor in that they work on the tools and they work because it's a great lifestyle. It's important to understand that this is my point of view. This is what I've observed over these many years. Now, there's nothing wrong with being a lawn mowing contractor, and there's nothing wrong with being a lawn mowing business, running a lawn mowing business. Now, there is a little bit of misconception is that a lot of people believe that if you do a great job mowing a lawn, you're running a successful business. You might be running a successful business, but you mightn't necessarily have the best business skills. There is a big difference. And this is why running a lawn mowing business or a gardening business is so crucial to success. Now, there's many advantages in a lawn mowing contractor or gardening contractor, and that's the one where you do the job, you get paid, you move on to the next job. Your advantages, of course, is low startup. There's not a big overhead because you've only got yourself to worry about, or you may have employees. The disadvantages, of course, is that you can only grow to a certain point. And let's face it, that certain point probably suits 99% of us anyway, because we earn a good living, we do it because it's a great lifestyle, and we also have that sweet spot of working, not working to live, but working to live. That's right, working to live. So that's the lifestyle that we want. But in a business, a lawn mowing business, we're working off the tools. It has great advantages where we can grow. We can grow into an empire. When I first started in the 80s and 1980s, yes, the 1980s, there was another guy who started about the same time as I did. Him and his partner, two blokes got together, and they actually worked hard at building an empire. Their belief was to run a business, to work off the tools, to employ a lot of staff, to expand their business. And now they employ 600-700 people. They look after airports, race courses. They're a huge company because they set out to work as a successful business. I stayed as a contractor. I still run a business, of course. We're still businessmen, but there is a big difference, of course. But my lifestyle is completely different to theirs, yes? They're probably a lot more wealthy than I am. But I reckon I'm a lot more happier because I've got that lifestyle. I work to live. I've got that time with family, time for my hobbies. It's a balancing act. Whereas working as a business, it's a different thing because you want that business to grow, you want it to be an empire. And of course, the advantage is when you do run that business, you can work off the tools. You should be able to run it successfully that you can walk away for a month and it's still okay. And of course, if you want to sell it, it's easier to sell a business than it is to sell a mowing round, because you're actually selling a going concern. The other disadvantage with a contractor, of course, when we're running solo or a couple of employees, if we get sick, what happens? Okay, if we get injured, we could probably still go out with the employees and we could still probably get by and run it. But if we're in hospital and we're on our back for 6 months and we're really sick, what happens to our business? More than likely, it'll go under. Unless we've got some support from other contractors that might keep it running, but still, it's going to be very hard to keep it going. In my early days, I did my knee and my doctor said to me, "You want to cut your losses, son?" He said, you're going to have an operation, you're going to be out for 6 months, so if I was you, I'd sell up and get well and start all over again. Well, that never happened. I didn't need the operation. It took me a good month to get over my knee problem, but with my wife and family and support, I could go out there and we still got the job done. We employed some people to help us out at the time. But really, it still did worry me. It was a bit of a wake-up call. Look, we can have our income protection insurance, we can have all these things, but we need to think about in the event that we can't operate the business. And it's probably something that you should have in the back of your head to prepare for if it does happen. Now, hopefully it doesn't. A lot of people have got partners working and they can probably get by. But if it's your main source of income, it's probably a little protection you might have to think about. I did it by income protection insurance. I did it through, I was actually a member of a lawn mowing association back in the day. There's not now. And what happens when you joined it, if any of the members were sick, each member would pick up a few of the customers of the contract that was cooked, and they'd keep his business going. And that was a great way to go. So, a bit of food for thought about being a business. It's got tremendous advantage to reach the great heights of an empire. If I started off again, I'd still do the same. I'd still be a contractor. I want to work to live. I want that balance of life. I don't want the stress of business. Look, maybe if I was in my 20s, I was young, and because there's big risk factors when you have a business. There's finance, a lot of money you've got to put up to set up a big business like that. You could probably take the risk. As you get on in life, you don't want those risks. You want the good life. And I believe being a contracting lawn mowing operation, I would do that day in and day out, over and over again. Okay, there's another little bit of food for thought, something to think about, something to ponder. If you want to grow, change your mindset to being a businessman, to working off the tools to grow your business. If you want the lifestyle and still have a very good income, be a contractor. Good on you guys and girls. We'll see you on the next video. Please share if you haven't watched this before, and love to hear your comments. What do you think? See you later. Bye.